Waiting for, there we go. Hey everyone, welcome to another Creators Chat Live. My name is Saida Murphy. I'm the founder of the Creators Universe. We are a content production company that supports and uplifts women of color in the media industry. I do these Creators Chat Lives every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm back. It's Friday. It is Friday. We made it to Friday. I didn't think I was going to make it through this week, but I did it. And you did it too. So let's make this chat quick and easy. We're going to get on with our weekends and have a good old time. So we've been talking about content a lot lately. And you will see why next week. I won't promote it today, but you'll see why next week. But today I wanted to talk about building out a content calendar. So when you're thinking about building out your content calendar, a lot of people get really detailed with it. They map out captions, they map out hashtags, they map out dates and times and platforms and all that stuff, which is great. But for me, simplicity is key. Excuse me, guys, I have something in my eye, so I'm going to try and not look like I'm just like blinking crazy. Okay. For me, simplicity is key. Because I focus on, we talked about this last week, because I focus on 1 and 2 platforms, because I focus on giving my value to those platforms, and we talked about content pillars and content themes. So because I focus on 1 or 2 platforms and I know my content pillars and themes, it's really easy for me to create a content calendar that does not have to be extremely detailed. And I will explain how I set mine up. So my content calendar looks like this. I have my general layout. So I have on my Google Calendar, I have my time blocks blocked off for when I do my lives, when I do my emails, when I do my social posts. I have all of that blocked out on my calendar, so I know that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, I'm going live. So I have that scheduled weekly live on my calendar. I have my Clubhouse chat scheduled on my calendar. I have those social posts, like I said, scheduled on my calendar. And then after I have that out, because you set it up on your calendar and you set it up to repeat, your general calendar is done until you decide to change it. So that's set. You already know that you are going to show up on live. You're going to show up via email. You're going to show up via social at these times on these days. So you don't have to try and figure out times to post and times to send emails or times to go live, because that's set. So the next layer to the content calendar is picking your themes for the specific weeks. So we talked about, I want to say that was Wednesday. We talked about on Wednesday determining your content pillars and your content themes. So once you figure out your content pillars for your brand, that's your 2 to 3 core tenets that you're always going to teach on in your brand. And after you figure those out, and once you go in and figure out your content themes, what under each pillar are you going to teach? So if your content pillar is content creation, and your themes will be like podcasting, marketing, graphic design. So once you figure out your themes under that, then you can take those themes, break them down, and then schedule out your content topics for the specific days. So I'm going to try and break that down so it's a little easier to understand. So you've already mapped out your content calendar. You already decided that you're going to go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 o'clock. Perfect. Then you have figured out your content pillars. You're going to teach on branding, content creation, community building. Perfect. Then you figured out your content themes. You're going to teach on podcasting. You're going to teach on filmmaking. You're going to teach on blogging. Great. So now it's time to schedule out those topics. So take podcasting, for example. Let's talk about recording and editing an episode for Monday. Let's talk about securing guests for Wednesday. Let's talk about marketing your podcast for Friday. That's your week, your content calendar. That's your week planned out. The next week, let's talk about blogging. Let's talk about sourcing topics on Monday. Let's talk about writing and editing on Tuesday. Let's talk about posting and marketing on Wednesday. Let's talk about posting and marketing on Friday. Boom. That's another week scheduled and planned out. Let's take filmmaking. Let's talk about budget and pre-production on Monday. Let's talk about filming and editing on Wednesday. Let's talk about distribution and marketing on Friday. Boom. So once you map out your themes and your topics that way, then it's easy to go in and say, hey, I know on March 5th, I'm talking about this, so I can either do my content the night before. I can do it a few days before, but I know on these days, this is what I'm going to talk about. And I already have that knowledge. I already have the expertise and the skill set. So it's really easy for me to create that content and just push it out there. All right. So that's how I build out my content calendar. I have my general framework, my general calendar, which tells me when I'm going to show up for my brand, what days, what times. And then I take my content pillars and I take my content themes and I add content topics to each of the slots on my general calendar. And that's how I do it. This is also a way, if you guys were a part of the No Batch Challenge this week, this is one of the ways that you can stay consistent in your brand without batching your content, because once you have it mapped out and you know what you're going to talk about, you can show up the night before and write your email, or you can show up a couple of days before and make your social posts and do it that way. You don't have to sit down at the beginning of the month and try and figure out, okay, what do I need to talk about? How do I map this out? You can also do this in batch as well, but for those of you guys like me who can't batch, this is a way to help you stay consistent, help you stay on top of things, and not try and scramble every single day and try and figure out what content you need to create. I like to do this because my life is everywhere. Sometimes doing mom stuff, doing business stuff, just living life is everywhere sometimes. So sometimes I don't have that block of time where I can sit down and I can batch content. So having my topics mapped out gives me the freedom to not sit down, and also gives me the stability and the structure to say, hey, I know that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of this week, this is what I'm going to talk about. So even if I have to write that email the night before, I already know what it's going to be about, because I've already mapped out that content topic. All right. That was a lot. I know that was a lot. It's a little confusing, but once you get the hang of it and once you map everything out, trust me, it makes things 10 times easier to manage and to handle. All right. The only thing that I'm going to pub today is the Creator Summit. Make sure you guys get your passes for the Creator Summit. The Creator Summit takes place this June 7th through 11th. Passes are on sale right now. Instagram folks, head to the link in my bio to get your pass. Facebook, YouTube folks, I will drop the link for you guys. Make sure that you get your pass, because the prices will go up. They're going up. We're in the early bird pricing right now, so make sure you get your pass today. You don't want to miss it. Trust me, we got some amazing things in the work, and you don't want to miss it. That's it. That's all I got for you guys today. Have a great, great weekend. Join me right back here next Monday, and then next Wednesday, and then next Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. We do this Creators Chat Lives here on Instagram Live and right here on Facebook, YouTube Live. Have a great weekend. Enjoy some time with your family. Rest if you can. If you want to work hard and be productive, and just enjoy your time, enjoy your weekend, take some time for you. All right. I will see you guys next week. Have a good one.